That weird game where you're in a car, you play soccer. Rocket League, yeah. Every time I show my song to somebody, they're like, "Dude, this should be on Rocket League."
Next stop.
You might be. Just listen.
Not really. I mostly listen.
Just listen. You don't play anything.
I've tried. I'm not very good.
Hey, I wasn't good at it when I
Yeah,
started
that's
either.
a fair point.
You gotta find a passion and just keep pushing on it. It sucks, especially when even me, I'll have people be like, "You're amazing," and I'm like, "I fucking suck." What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But it is nice to hear that, because you're not as bad as you think you are.
Right.
Like in every aspect of what life is, you're really not that far off of what you think you are, or that bad. Like you can think you're the worst, and everybody else sees the good in you. You just got to remember that, man. Do you do art, drawing?
Yeah, a little bit.
I did a lot of anime drawing. My sister was a perfect artist. She could draw, look at you and just draw your face from memory. And I never understood how she could do that. But music, I can hear a song and then kind of do the same thing, just figure it out. It takes me a minute, but with her, I've always thought that was so amazing, just to be able to look at somebody and then just sketch them perfectly where they're at. Like, to hold that image in your mind. I can get an image in my mind. I have that, but there's so many other superseding thoughts that just destroy that image, where I'm like, I can't hold on to it long enough to actually transfer it. How old are you?
17.
You're 17. You're just a little baby. Hey, man.
I'm in college though.
You're in college already?
2 years really. I'm getting college credits in high school.
Oh yeah, you're doing that. What is it called?
STEM Academy?
Yeah. Hey, dude, that's really good. What are you doing? What are you going for?
Math.
Math.
Yeah.
You're the complete opposite. Math makes me angry. I do not understand it. Fractions. When they started getting to fractions, I started being like, well, fuck this. I don't understand it.
Yeah, fractions are interesting.
Yeah, and what's even worse though is because as a musician, you have to understand fractions and for timing, and so I've had to force myself to understand certain parts of math. But goddamn, do I hate math? For some reason, it just doesn't compute in my head. How does it work for you?
I have to write it down on paper most of the time, but I can kind of just look at something and try to figure it out, I guess. I don't know how to describe it really.
Well, that's how I try to do it. Is I'd look at it and be like, okay, I gotta figure this out. How does this fit into this? How does that do that? But I just could never really grasp a lot of the things. And then with fractions, it really fucked me up. And then I had a switchover of school, where the school I was at, they were teaching multiplication, and they're like, if you get this far this year, then you will switch you to division. Well, during that year, I switched schools to another city, and they just expected me to know division at that point, and I was like, I don't know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, to be honest, I still don't know division. I know basic division.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a real mathematic problem of division, I just get angry, and I'm just like.
To be honest, I'm kind of in the same boat.
Really?
Most long division is bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it just makes me so angry. Long division, it just seems so. What's the word? Meticulous.
Yeah.
Where you have to keep going and going and going. Okay, so I've got it down to 5/4. Now I got to get it down to fucking 2/3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not fully divided yet. I got to get it down to its base division, which is come on, man.
Next stop.
It's always seemed like so much work to me that I was just like, fuck this. I can't do it. Oh shit, I still got 29 goddamn stops. Oh man, today's my day. Dude, I rode the bus for an hour and a half to get to a place just for them to tell me. I called them before. I was like, so there's a place called St. Vincent that if you're homeless, they give you a $50 voucher to get clothes.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a new backpack. I need a couple new clothes, stuff like that. They accepted me for the voucher, but failed to tell me that I have to go to Fitchhashery Road to get the voucher and then go to one of their stores. So I went straight to one of their stores and I was like, hey, I have like a voucher. They said that it should be here. And he's like, nope, you have to go to this place. So I had to ride the bus another hour and a half fucking across, and now I'm still riding another hour just to fucking get there again, just to get a couple shirts, a backpack, and just, you know, stuff to keep me warm in the fucking, because it's getting cold. Yeah. Luckily I got these bad boys, which nice little leather gloves that'll help, but hey man, live it up. You're 17.
Yeah.
Still living with your parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have those parents that are going to kick you out at 18, are they?
Nope. Thank God.
Oh, dude, you are lucky. You know when my parents kicked me out? 15 years old, a week before my 16th birthday.
Jesus
I
Christ.
spent my 16th birthday in a garage. Yep.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, no,
Ridiculous.
I've been in and out of homelessness my whole life. My parents picked me up a little bit after a while. There was one time when I hit 21 where I was like, I need to get my high school diploma finished. I need to start going to college. I need to get my fucking license. I need to do all this. If you please let me stay with you for a couple months, I will do everything. I did all of that within 3 months, and my dad sat there and he's drunk, so he fucking sat there and berated me constantly to the point where I was about to commit suicide. Yeah, it was terrible. It was like every time I knew he was about to come home, I'd just get scared and almost kind of hide. And there's times where like I'd get home, he'd get home, and I'd be in the living room, and he'd be like, "Oh, looks like nobody wants to fucking talk to me." And it's like, yeah, because if I talk to you, it's gonna be anger, and you're just gonna like not show any love towards me. Why do I want to talk to you? And he didn't understand any of that, and yeah. So if you have loving parents, dude, really care for them and understand, because it's so shitty having trouble parents. It destroys your life for sure. Looks like you're on a good path, man. You got some good shit going on. You're 17. You got the whole fucking world ahead of you, dude. Guess how old I am? 31 at the end of the month. 29. I always told my mom, I was like, couldn't you hold me in for fucking 2 more days? Let me be a Halloween baby. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, it would have been awesome. I consider myself a Halloween baby just because I'm close enough. And this time of year is my year. I love the fucking fall. I love jackets. I love everything that comes with it. But, God damn. I'm telling you, having good parents is a godsend. You planning on going to college?
Yeah.
Yeah, where at? Here in...
I'll try to go to W if I can, but that's kind of a long shot.
Hey man, a long shot is sometimes your best shot. I went to a stupid fucking community college for psychology for about a year. Complete bullshit. Everything they taught me I already knew. And there was a point where we started talking about Carl Jung, who is a student of Freud, Sigmund Freud. And I was like, oh, fuck yes. I raised my hand and I was like, oh, so we're going to talk about Jung. How far are we going to get into Jungian theory? He's like, we have about a page and a half on Jung. I was like, what? I was like, we have a whole chapter on Freud. And you're going to have a page and a half on his biggest student, who was the only person that was like, I don't know, I think this guy's kind of wrong. Like, dude, come on. Especially with psychology. Psychology is such a new science. Like, it was born in the 30s and 40s.
Right, yeah.
So, like, and do you know how it was born?
Very vaguely.
So, it was a man, what the fuck is his name?
Oh, he was some German guy, right?
Yep. He was a railroad worker, and he had a railroad tie shot through.
Oh, I know this guy. Yeah.
Yep, shot through his fucking head. He lived to the point where he literally walked to the hospital and they ripped it out. But from before, he seemed to be one of the nicest guys ever, just completely complicit. After that accident happened, he was just a complete dick. He became like a screaming fucking asshole. Yeah, it was a complete shift in change. And that is where we get the idea of, all right, the brain, it's not just what controls us, but
Next stop.
a portion of who we are is stored in there. Phineas Gage, that's his name, Phineas Gage. The story of Phineas Gage is very amazing. Man got shot with a railroad tie in the fucking head, lived through it, and became a completely different person, and that was the birth of psychology, because we started being like, all right, before that, we just thought everybody was just how you were. It wasn't anything up here that made you what you were.
Next stop.
After him, we were like, okay, certain functions in the brain, if altered, will change personality, will change who you fundamentally are. Also, nurturing can do the exact same thing. Have you ever heard of Dr. Miyamoto?
Next stop.
Very interesting man. He's a Japanese doctor who was working on positivity and negativity towards molecular
Stop
structures.
requested.
So he took plants and he took water, where he
Next stop.
some water
Atticus.
and he kept it slightly frozen. He would give positive messages to, and the other he would give negative messages to. He did the same thing to plants. The plants that got positive energy seemed to grow. The plants that got negative energy seemed to wither and die. And the water that he did, the fluctuations in, you know how ice forms and it's kind of like a snowflake?
Yeah.
When you give it positive energy, it's a beautiful formation. When you give it negative energy, it's just crap. You know, like how you see a lake. A lake is filled with so much of our energy. It doesn't really know where it's supposed to be, so that's why it's the way it is. You give water positive energy, it creates a beautiful snowflake effect of the ice. Very, Dr. Miyamoto, I'm telling you, look into him. Very, very interesting stuff. Every time I read about it, it just makes you think, like, God damn it, what we do
Next stop.
into the world,
Helpline.
like karma. What we put out gets put back in. It doesn't matter. There's so much in this world we don't understand, and most of it is because we live out here. We don't live in here. This is just a little shell for you. It's just me to be like, hey, what's up? You know, give you a handshake, talk to you, but, you know, it's not real though. What's real is here, because that doesn't die. I mean, just like science says, nothing, no energy can be created or destroyed. It always is. So our brains are what? Electricity. It's a bunch of electricity and going through synapses and crossing over. It's power. It's energy.
Yeah.
This cannot be destroyed. This is just a vessel for everything. Right. Have you ever gotten into the occult stuff?
A little bit.
cult's really good. I love a cult. One of my favorite axioms is as above, so below. From the Bible, but it's real. What it means is this reality is above. We are below. So what happens in here happens out there.
Right.
We are the creators and the livers of each. We are reality experiencing itself in a slightly less reality. So, that's why, like, death is not bad. Death is just going back to, I'm you, you're me, we're everybody. That's why, like, a lot of people, when they're on their deathbed, they're like, oh, I can see everybody. It's alright. It's because, literally, when you're dying, you're with everybody. You're with the wholeness of them. And there's going to be people you have talked to for millennia that when you die, you'll be like, holy fuck, I forgot you would see. I swear to God, I've had this shit happen with DMT trips. Yeah, I've talked to beings that I forgot about. I remember just a little bit because when I was a kid, I used to have these very vivid dreams with these friends. And there was one dream I can remember very specifically where they were crying and it made me cry. And they were like, this is the last time you're going to see us for a while.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It was the end of my childhood. It was the end of that connection that I had with the spirit world. They're like, you have to understand, we'll see you again, but you have to get to us. It was absolutely insane. And I met them again on a DMT trip, and it made me cry. And I realized that everything is a circle. Everything has already happened. It's going to happen. You're just kind of living through what you need to live through. It's a weird way to look at it. Like when you say time is a circle, people just look at you and you're like, that's dumb.
Actually, I know that in physics there is something called a B theory of time, where time has already happened.
Exactly. Time is a circle. It's already happened. It's going to happen. You're just going around the circle of everything. Death is a step outside of the circle where you can get a breath, realize that you are everything and everyone, and you're right there with everybody, and then you get to come back to the singularity. That's why I believe in reincarnation, because I know this is the first time I've been here. This time that I'm here for fun. I'm here for a little bit of learning. I mean, a lot of learning, but I think I'm here to
Next stop.
just experience shit again. I think I've learned a lot in my past lives, because every time I talk to somebody's like, oh, you're pretty smart, and I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm pretty sure I'm dumb, but I just believe what I believe, and I really think that where I'm at right now is just, I need to learn a couple things with this lifetime, but mostly this lifetime is just, it's here to have fun, make music, have fun.
Next stop.
I love music and I love making music.
Stop requested.
There's something already, buddy. I'll make sure you're able to get out. Where am I coming up? I think I got, I don't know, like probably 13 stops. Yep, look at that. 13.